Live with clickorlando.com and streaming on News 6 Plus. This is News 6 at 7, getting results.
Now at 7, hail pounding parts of our area, some of it even as big as a baseball. That's what viewer Christy G spotted in Groveland, and there are some reports of downed power lines right now.
It is the second night in a row Central Florida has been under thunderstorm warnings and watches in moments. Chief Meteorologist Tom Searles pinpoints what it means tonight. Good evening. This is News 6 at 7 getting results. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
I'm Lisa Bell. Thanks for joining us. Right now, those storms are the strongest in the northern parts of our area, including Ocala and south of Orlando. Some of the best images have been coming in from our viewers using our Pin It feature on our Pinpoint Weather app and clickorlando.com/pins. Take a look at this. On the left, more images of hail from Sabruzo. This is near Orlando. On the right side of your screen, somewhat lighter hail. This was coming in from Papa in South Claremont.
And here are some of the latest Pin It images from some of you viewers. In places like, it almost looked like snowfall. There's golf ball size hail in South Claremont and in Lake County and maybe parts of Orange. It piled up on roofs and in yards. The good news, though, the hail has stopped falling and it appears the storms are calming down.
But they are not over yet. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Tom Searles with the latest. Tom?
Yeah, we're back up in time a couple of hours ago to let you see what happened in Lake County and how it all trailed off down from Hunters Creek into Kissimmee into Osceola County. That's what we're left with now. A few storms, Palm Coast rain, a little decent thunder shower going on north side of Marion County. But you get down here to southern Osceola County, that's where the big stuff is still ongoing. This afternoon, you see the activity right here from Yeehaw Junction, right along the turnpike. Big time lightning strike still flaring here. Turnpike, Yeehaw Junction, corner of Brevard County and Osceola County, still getting some decent showers, but it is not severe. Now, will this hang on long enough to make it? It's a Miko. My guess is it's going to die out on you in the next 30 minutes or so, next hour before it can make it to you. Still moving a good 20 miles per hour to the east-southeast, but rolling through parts of, not densely populated Osceola County. Farther to the north, these scattered showers here will linger for maybe another 45 minutes or so before we can wrap it up. Most of the overnight, without question, will be calmer than what we had today and should be quiet. But tomorrow, we're still going to be active again, maybe even more so. I'll pinpoint the start of the showers tomorrow, show you who gets in on the big rain, who does not, so you can plan your entire day.
All right, Tom, thank you. Right now, we are waiting for Melbourne's city manager to weigh in, addressing the controversy around a battalion fire chief who is under investigation. We were first reported last night at 7. He was photographed during what appears to be a Nazi salute wearing a Hitler-style mustache. News 6's James Barbero spoke with the lawyer of the firefighter who alerted authorities. Nearly 20 years after beating 6 people and a dog to death, 2 men are back in a courtroom facing the death penalty again. But despite a new Florida law, the jury will still need to be unanimous. The Supreme Court threw out the original death sentences of Troy Victorino and Jerron Hunter because the jury was not unanimous, which is why the judge says this new jury must reach a unanimous decision. Victorino, Hunter, and 2 others carried out the mass murders in August of 2004. Victorino was angry he was evicted from squatting in a Deltona home and wanted to get back his Xbox he left behind. The new jury heard testimony today. Testimony will resume in the morning.
Tonight, a Flagler County community is rallying behind a family who lost their loved one in a crash in Orange County. Troopers say a 15-year-old was speeding in a stolen SUV when he ran a red light early Sunday morning, killing 23-year-old Christian Romero. News 6's Lauren Cervantes spoke with close friends of the victim today.
Well, it is looking increasingly likely Walt Disney World's monorail system will fall under state oversight. A Senate committee just advanced a plan to require state inspections of the nearly 15-mile monorail system, which moves about 150,000 passengers each day. If passed, Disney would have to submit an annual safety plan to the Department of Transportation with on-site inspections every 3 years. This comes ahead of the governor's new Disney Oversight Board's meeting tomorrow. Members are expected to vote to overturn agreements granting Disney control over its property.
As storms keep moving through Central Florida, the survivor of a lightning strike is urging everyone to be careful. She lost her husband when lightning hit their boat in Brevard County last week. Tonight, she is sharing her story with News 6's Emily McLeod. And again, once again, our top story tonight involves lightning, hail, and storms.
Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells has the full forecast coming up in just minutes. Plus, it may very well be the cutest groundbreaking of all time. A year and a half after a devastating fire, puppies helped break ground on a new shelter for Pet Alliance. How it will get results for even more pets.
When did he say he wanted to marry you?
Very fast. After 2 days, he told me was in love with me.
She's the latest victim of a worldwide online romance scheme, once again using photos stolen from a man known as Alex the Officer. Hear from Alex and that victim next as we look live at downtown Orlando from our Light Orlando cam. We are getting results in Ocoee, Paisley, and all of Central Florida here on News 6 at 7 and our free News 6 app.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Trump on trial. The former president sued by the advice columnist. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7:30 on News 6.
Fit your fitness tracker and fur babies. It's time to join News 6 and Harbor House of Central Florida for the annual Pause for Peace Walk. Saturday, April 29th at Blue Jacket Park. You'll have the opportunity to indulge in all the fur-filled activities while helping to raise funds to fight a great cause. This will help keep the doors open over at Harbor House and ensure all domestic violence victims have somewhere to feel safe. Register or make a donation today over at clickorlando.com.
Here's what's new with News 6, sponsored by Freedom Health. A beach like no other. The 5 best Central Florida beaches that aren't on the coast. Live with Ginger Gadsden, Lisa Bell, weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, and special reports from the investigators. This is News 6 at 7, getting results.
Now at 7, another romance imposter promising love and marriage to a woman half a world away.
Yeah, like many others, the imposter is using photos of a Florida man many know as Alex the Officer. News 6 investigator Mike Holfeld has the story. Listen to Mike, everybody. A year and a half after fire tore through their shelter, the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando is kicking off a new era so they can keep getting results for dogs, cats, and other furry friends. Pet Alliance is about to start construction on its new permanent shelter.
So today they held what may be the cutest groundbreaking ever. Instead of shovels, they used puppy paws, digging into the ground at the site of the new shelter on North John Young Parkway near the Orange County Jail. Plans for the 25,000 square foot facility were already in the works before the devastating fire near the mall at Millennium. Executive Director Steve Barty says the new Pet Alliance shelter will have one of the largest medical offices in the state.
Very excited. We're in the final stages of our drawings. We're tweaking a few things. We'll go to permit later in the summer, and we know that we will return to, years of having 7,000 pets adopted.
So Barty says the larger shelter will allow them to take in dogs and cats that might be euthanized at other shelters. The new shelter is set to open in March of 2025. And in record time, the foundation has already been cleared and poured, all thanks to those puppies.
They must have put some treats in that sand. Something was in there because they were really going for it.
Yes.
All right, it has been a rock and roll day most of today. Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells warned us that we were in for this type of night again, and the rest of this week it looks like, Tom. Are things calming down substantially? Whoa.
Oh, substantially. This is from earlier.
Okay, I was going to say it doesn't look calm by that.
Yeah, this was not calm. This is when we thought it was all about to end for the folks in Mascot. The National Weather Service issued a devastating, destructive thunderstorm warning. Destructive thunderstorm warning. Everything started flashing. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at what's going on. Massive area of hail flying from Mascot all the way down to Groveland. About 4:30 this afternoon. Clicked over to the hail tracker, and sure enough, the dark, wow, largest hailstones I've ever seen register here on the hailstone tracker. And it came true. Everyone turning in their big photos this afternoon on Pin It picked out a whole lot of rain and big-time showers and big-time ice. If you haven't seen it, go to the app right now, check out Pin It and check it out. From Lake County to Orlando to Kissimmee to St. Cloud, we have calmed it down now. Here's the last remnant of our big thunderstorm. It's all the way down to 441 just outside of Yeehaw Junction now. It's not to be sneezed at. Any other night, I'd be like, wow, look at this. It's still raging. But compared to what we've been through, this is less. Unfortunately, if you're watching from over here, it's still pretty dangerous. Lightning strikes are just being thrown out of this thing right down 441 outside of Yeehaw Junction. It is going this way, so it's going to move over to the east by southeast at about 20 miles per hour. So it could make it all the way to the coast and end up being a rainmaker for you there in southern Brevard County. Real quick, I want to go up north, show you that it is raining just outside of Ocala, northern Marion County, picking up some showers. I don't expect this thing to blow on up. I think it's going to rain itself out here in the next 40 minutes or so. And over here, Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, also picking up some rain. Almanac page for today, we had a high of 87. That's 2 degrees above normal. Look at Daytona Beach, 75 and easy living. Downtown Orlando has turned some big corners. We're holding at 73, but we're calm and drying out. Temperatures all across the area. Well, the atmosphere has been kind of worked over and stabilized. We're at 66 with the rain in Kissimmee, in the 70s just about everywhere else. Here comes this pocket of low pressure dipping here. It's going to give big moisture pump to us over here in the state of Florida. As this low comes down, it causes nasty thunderstorms tomorrow from Texas into Louisiana, and we get our lift coming back. We're going to be slight in the risk category tomorrow, not marginal. So tomorrow looks to be a more active kind of afternoon for us here in Central Florida. Real quick, here's tonight. We wrap it up, get rid of all the big rain. Then tomorrow, here comes the action. By 1 o'clock, we're tracking stuff. By 3 o'clock, boom, boom, boom. And then by 6 p.m. tomorrow night, we should still be in the thick of it. Very similar to tonight. By Thursday, same thing. Big moisture comes in, sea breezes collide, and we get some showers. Low tonight 65. Here is tomorrow.
Your forecast is sponsored by Florida Lottery.
High tomorrow is 81. Come look at the week ahead. 81 tomorrow, 86 Thursday, 84 Friday. Active every afternoon. We will be right back.
Hang with Lisa Bell and Candace Campos as they bring you some food for thought with guests from the Central Florida culinary scene.
Well, you got my mouth watering. You sold me.
Catch an all-new Florida Foodie tomorrow at 5:30 on News 6. Get the latest news, weather, entertainment, sports, and more from the News 6 Plus streaming app. Download today.
Hey there, I'm Matt Ostimel. A 37-year-old has survived a pretty frightening gator attack in southwest Florida. FWC says the man was cleaning up some storm debris near a pond on Sanibel Island when the gator lunged at him yesterday. Amazingly, he only had some minor injuries and he's going to be okay. Troopers took 2 gators in the pond, one of them just shy of 9 feet, the other 7 feet. They're still trying to catch a third one in there. Trappers say the captured gators will be moved to a nearby gator park. Take a closer look at clickorlando.com. Well, once again, our generous News 6 viewers got results for Harbor House. Our Pause for Peace phone bank yesterday evening raised more than $7,000 in just a few hours. The money helps fund the Pause for Peace kennel, allowing domestic violence survivors to make sure pets aren't left in harm's way. The phone bank is ahead of this weekend's Pause for Peace walk. Our very own Trooper Steve will be the MC, along with his dogs, Margaret and Teresa. It's all happening Saturday morning from 8 until 11 at Blue Jacket Park. You can learn more at the News 6 Facebook page. And tonight is your last chance to win 4 tickets to the Sip and Savor Food Fest at Icon Park. The outdoor party includes samples from 11 restaurants and live music. We're also throwing in 4 passes to ride the wheel while you're there. The event is April 30th. Insiders can enter for free until 1 minute before midnight. That's your limit. Head to clickorlando.com/insiders or facebook.com/news6 for details, and I will see you right back here tonight at 11 o'clock.
There are currently no watches and no warnings. The biggest thunder showers are fading to the south and still raging just a tad in northern Marion County. Tomorrow we'll do it again. I'll have a pinpoint forecast on that at 11.
All right, thanks for watching News 6 at 7.
Inside Edition is next. We break news on clickorlando.com.
See you at 11.
See you.